Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Barb Dunlap with the National Society of Black Engineers, Transportation and Infrastructure Special Interest Group. And I am here with some amazing people that I've had the opportunity to work with throughout the course of the last few years. So, Miss Natalie Plummer, and she is with Bentley Systems. Darrell Butler is with Burns and McDonnell, and none other than Mr. James Jackson in the Michigan Department of Transportation, all working with their organizations and ensuring that they are also fulfilling their missions. We are coming here today with some exciting new programs and a new program that we would like to introduce called Bridging the Gap. But we want to also introduce an amazing competition that you'll hear about here shortly towards the end of this recording or this presentation. So I'm going to, without any further ado, turn it over to Miss Natalie Plummer, and you will be amazed at what she has to say. But we also have two other great speakers. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we look forward to you taking part in this competition.
Thank you so much, Dr. B. How are you, everyone? My name is Natalie Plummer. I'm the Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at Bentley Systems. Now, who is Bentley Systems? I can tell you we are not the car company. I did not get a car when I started working here, much to my disappointment. But I am happy to say that the work we do at Bentley Systems is so critically important. We are a software infrastructure company. And what does that essentially mean? It means we connect the world. We provide software and tools to companies to help them bridge the gap and connect people globally. And what does that mean? Our technology has helped assist in major developments of everything from bridges to roads to anything to connect people and how they navigate the world. And we have done so with new technologies that helps us to be as efficient as possible and to do it in a sustainable way that benefits everyone. But that is who we are, but that is what we do, but that is who we are goes a little bit beyond that. I'm going to share my screen quickly, just so you can get to know a little bit about Bentley Systems. Again, as I stated, I'm the Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at Bentley Systems. Now, in response to societal things that have occurred, the murder of George Floyd, the rise in Asian hate, anti-LGBTQ legislation, we recognize that our employees, our colleagues are our biggest asset. So as such, we wanted to create a safe space for them to voice their concerns, to educate themselves about different issues that may not touch them, but they want to learn about, and also to work within their communities in ways that they care about and they're passionate about, so everyone can feel more inclusive. We currently have 4 groups. Actually, we just formed a 5th one, Open Abilities, Open Pride, People of Color US, and Women at Bentley. And we recently formed our veterans group to support those colleagues who are either enlisted or were veterans and are now out of the military and making that transition into the corporate world. And in that space of those different organizations, we've run numerous programs, everything from panels to book clubs. We have even had the amazing Barbara Dunlap appear as our very first speaker. She did an amazing job. An amazing relationship has developed as a result of that appearance and presentation, which is always the goal. One of our premier projects that we work on through our diversity programs is what we call Project Focus, which is fostering opportunities for colleges and universities in STEM. That's been one of our premier programs that we have worked on to help the development of minorities in STEM, connecting young professionals to current industry applications, specifically Bentley software, and providing students with in-demand skills. Those are some of the projects that we're working on. And in fact, 2 of our colleagues, Valorie Rendon and Brianna Gamble, they have worked with Southern University, Howard University, Tennessee State, and another university, which I can't remember right now, excuse my age, just teaching them about Bentley software and helping them get up to speed with some of the current technology that they may not get access to otherwise. But beyond that, we have done everything from panel presentations with executive people of color within the Bentley organization. We have attended NSBE for the first time last year, and that picture there is the amazing Kareem, Valari and Brianna. We have hosted panel speakers who are now working within the government. Miss Maria Reyes, who now works as a volunteer, working on diversity and equity with the Biden administration. We've done presentations such as Break the Bias campaign. We have done campaigns about women at Bentley, advice for aspiring women in tech. We've had book clubs. We've had speakers about neurodiversity in the workplace. Our goal is always to try to figure out what are the programs we can do to help everyone feel as included as possible. We have had programs regarding LGBTQIA youth and their rights. And this is all a part of us trying to make everyone know it is okay to be your authentic self. It's in that authentic self where we know innovation, ideas, and new thoughts are going to come about. And we want to make sure we make Bentley the type of place that everyone feels safe to be themselves and come with the new ideas that are going to continue to move us forward. So that is Bentley Systems, what we do and who we are. And I will throw it over to, I think, James Jackson from MDOT.
Thank you, Ms. Plummer. I just want to say, for your organization or your company, as well as many others, to commit to diversifying the industry is such a philanthropic effort. When we look at the various fields of construction, civil engineering, and the STEM and STEAM opportunities, we are seldom seen. But due to efforts like what you're doing, I applaud you for being a catalyst for change. So again, my name is James Jackson. I'm with Michigan Department of Transportation. A lot of folks say Michigan Department of Transportation. We come from the state where there's multiple universities, but there's one in particular that claims to say the leaders and the best. However, as a state, we embrace that. So the position that I fill here is Diversity Recruitment Strategy Coordinator. So when we think about diversity, a lot of folks say, is it gender? Is it color? It's a variety of things, but the thing that we want to channel into is, what color is your genius? Just sit and think about that for a moment. What color is your genius? So here at Michigan Department of Transportation, we are continuously developing. We are a public service agency. So there's no better thing you could do except use your skills to help the people around you, to build bridges as we're closing the gap or bridging the gap, but to use your skill to build bridges, to change roads, to essentially change lives. So we have over 2,800 employees. And guess what? Most positions are available, everything that involves the business of transportation. So when you think about maps, someone has to design the maps. So folks that have skills in graphic arts, the legal department, government is filled with policy and procedure. You think about engineering. What does engineering do for society? Make things better. But in the field of transportation, safety is our first precedent. And we are committed to bringing the best people that have a palette of skill sets that can help us do that with tact and with precision. So one of the programs that I am hopeful to recruit for at NSBE is our Transportation Diversity Recruitment Program, right? We commonly call it TDRP because we live in a world of acronyms. However, you make these acronyms give impact. So I'd like to share a little bit about what MDOT is committed to. So if we say that we're committed to diversity, that's really an ambiguous statement. But if you want to serve the public, you need to be able to have people that look like them, that think like the variety that we serve, that are also as, how can I say this, that as committed to change as the people in the workforce are, right? So we have civil engineer opportunities for civil engineer. When you think about autonomous vehicles, we have the only, at the University of Michigan, we have the only autonomous vehicle testing center. Okay, it's at the University of Michigan Transportation Institute, right? But we are hoping to recruit students like yourself to come spend the summer here. And in our internship program I mentioned earlier, I'd like to show you a few of the projects that students have done in the summer. I always tell students that education gets you to the door, but experience gets you through the door, and we welcome you to ours. So if you give me a moment, I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So excuse the lag on technology. Let's see here. All right. So as mentioned, we have an internship that's committed to bringing diversity into our organization. So we have students from across the country that get the opportunity to come to Michigan, stay in one of the universities in our state, and we cover that charge. Also, we provide a meal stipend. Although you'll be paid, we understand that there's some lag because on any opportunity you take, there's a two-week gap before you could actually get paid. So we make sure that you have your basic needs met. And on top of that, we make sure that you have a vehicle to get back and forth to work. Okay, but let's dive into these presentations. So we're recruiting 65 individuals this summer. Within this experience, you'll earn, how can I say, a respectful salary, starting from, I believe it's 17 through over $20 an hour. Okay, within that experience, you'll be able to visit with the public sector and the private sector firms. Okay, the goal is that you understand the industry and understand the impact of the work that's done, but we really hone in on helping you focus on your developmental skills. The goal is, as much as we'd like to recruit you, all of you, to work with us in our organization, we want to make sure that you're prepared to make impact. Our whole goal is to help you through a learning work experience develop a unique value proposition. Right, so I'm just going to go through a couple of these. So every student, we have a showcase at the end of our session, and every student gets an opportunity to be among 200 people that will be from different companies in leadership to talk to you one-on-one about the work you've done over the summer. And I'm just going to go through a couple of these projects. These are students from all over the country that many of them have received job offers. A lot of folks think about Michigan and say, oh, it's cold there. However, in the summer, we're proud about our 4 seasons, but in the summer, we trend roughly anywhere from high 70s to low 90s throughout the summer. So don't feel like you'd be freezing. But in going through these presentations, you'll be able to get certifications such as radiation and density certifications. Some will get concrete testing certification. And the more certifications you pick up, the more marketable you will become as a professional emerging into the industry. As we go through this presentation, you'll see that people are able to make a firsthand impact in getting projects completed, even in a 13-week time frame. So the internship that we offer starts May 15th and it goes through August 12th. So I just wanted to show you that not only are we looking to place you within our team, we want you to know that we value what you bring to the table. I could go in depth, but I really just want you to know that we want you here. We need you here because the face of the industry is changing. A lot of our professionals are retiring, and we want to make sure that you're prepared and equipped to make impact as you prepare to jump into this job market. So with that said, thanks for your time. Hopefully one of you will make the decision to apply to our program and we'll be able to showcase your work during this summer. So with that said, I'd like to thank you all for listening, and I'd like to pass on to our next speaker.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Jackson, for that. Great to see what everyone's doing, certainly in the engineering space. My name is Darrell Butler, and I'm with Burns & McDonnell Engineering. Burns & McDonnell, I got a few slides to share, but I will say Burns & McDonnell is a premier engineering, consulting, and construction organization headquartered in Kansas City, where you'll all be coming together here for the NSB convention here shortly. So I'm excited to be in that host city with our headquarters. To definitely Burns & Mac folks will be in and around the convention in full force. So looking forward to meeting as many folks as we possibly can. I will share my screen as I jump in here. Should be able to see that. So Burns & McDonnell is, like I said, a premier engineering firm, one of the top engineering firms in the country. We actually have offices scattered throughout the country, and across the world, actually. Canada, Europe, Mexico, all over the world. Several of those obviously are here in the United States. We are a little bit unique in terms of large or medium-sized engineering organizations and the fact that we are 100% employee-owned. And so what does that really mean? We talk about it because it is part of our culture, but we also talk about it because it really makes us different and unique from an engineering consulting perspective. And so when I say 100% employee-owned, what that means is the company is 100% owned by 100% of the employees, which is certainly not, it's certainly unique in terms of a engineering firm, but also unique in the terms of an employee-owned company, right? Because a lot of companies, if they're 100% employee-owned, are owned by 20% of the employees, whereas Burns & McDonnell is truly 100% of the employees, from our designers and detailers through our engineers, our executive leadership team, so on and so forth, all own company stock and own Burns & McDonnell as a company. And another unique point to that is that only about 2% of Burns & Mac, as we call it, is owned by the board of directors. So that ownership is truly spread out across our entire organization. And we really take pride in acting like an owner of a company, having the opportunity to be entrepreneurial kind of in what we do as an owner, and really take pride in developing the relationships and putting the work product out there that is a reflection of us as the company that we own together. And so this slide's a little bit older, 7,000 professionals. We are actually over 10,000 employees at Burns McDonnell. And if you add some of our employees in other countries, that number takes it almost to 12,000 if you look at our employees plus some of our construction professionals as well. So I mentioned us being located all over the country. So offices all over the country. I currently sit in the Columbus, Ohio office. In my role, I am the general manager of our Ohio office group. So we've been growing our number of offices in and around the region. We've got 2 in Ohio now. We've added 1 up in Northeast Ohio as well. And so one of the things when it comes to Burns Mac and our locations is we do try to be close to our clients because we want to be not only a great service provider, we also want to be a part of the communities that we serve. And so we open up our offices in support of great clients in the region and continue to grow and be able to give back to the community as well. So one of our main focuses is certainly making our clients successful. So we do that in a lot of different ways. And so when people think about engineering consulting, what does that really mean? Well, engineering consulting, right, hits a lot of its facets across multiple businesses. Burns McDonnell has multiple what we call global practices. And so we touch not only power generation, but we touch roads and bridges, we touch environmental wetlands, we touch oil and gas facilities, gas pipelines, airports. So we really do touch a lot of different things that we do in the industry at Burns McDonnell, and really provide services across those business units that can really bring together a project from beginning to end. And so everything from the environmental permitting that takes place early on in a project all the way through design and construction of those projects. And so speaking of all the different industries that Burns McDonnell is, one of the things that I've enjoyed in my career and my time at Burns McDonnell is that I've been at Burns Mac almost 20 years. It will be 20 years here at the end of this year. And I've had an opportunity to be an engineer, an on-site construction lead, do business development, lead and build a team within our organization, and now responsible for multiple offices within our organization. But all the things you can do under one roof at Burns McDonnell as you grow your career and look for a place where you can get involved in different industries, take on different roles. Burns and Mac is certainly a place that you can do that. And so I've been fortunate enough to be able to do that throughout my career, and certainly is a big opportunity and potential opportunity for a lot of the folks that we bring on board. And so I won't touch on everything here, but certainly as my background, about 10 years was in the energy world. And so solar, battery storage, wind, those are all technologies that Burns McDonnell is heavily engaged in and has a commitment to sustainability as well from that perspective. And so all these things that we do at Burns and Mac, you too can be a part of as well. And so I mentioned opportunities, again, for all the different engineering disciplines that are out there, including architecture and environmental scientists. There's opportunities in all the different business units that Burns McDonnell has. And so you see those different business units kind of around the circle there. But really across all of our industries, we provide opportunities for engineers to really take on and grow a career, and then figure out where you want to take your career long term. And so if you want to be a project manager, there's opportunities across all these businesses. If you want to stay a technical design engineer, there's opportunities across all these businesses. If you want to get into business development or department management and leadership, there's opportunities across all of these businesses under one roof at Burns McDonnell. So we're pretty proud of our breadth and depth of service offering and the opportunities that we provide for folks. And so it certainly creates a great place that you can create a long career. And so we are pretty proud of a lot of things we do at Burns and Mac, and so I won't touch on these, but certainly from an industry perspective, we've been recognized and doing great things across the industries that we are a part of. And so very diverse service offering and very diverse firm in terms of the things we do as a company. I will make a quick plug for all the folks that are on the line that are getting into their senior year. Please take your EIT exam, or they call it the Fundamentals of Engineering exam these days. Certainly a great milestone and a step to becoming a professional engineer and attaining a professional engineering license. So it's something that I was not aware of going into my senior year in college as an electrical engineer. When I learned about what it means to get your FE and pass that exam and then become a professional engineer, certainly something to strive for and something to that is obtainable and something that you should go after. And it's something you can do actually before graduation. So the EIT is something to look into before you graduate. So I'll finish by really just touching on the culture at Burns and McDonnell. And so I mentioned this being employee owned, and me having been at Burns and Mac 20 years now. Burns and Mac was founded over 120 years ago. So it's it's an old firm, solid firm, founded in Kansas City, and really grew from there. When I started at Burns McDonnell, we were 1,500 people in Kansas City and about 400 scattered across the country. And so that's 1,900 people 20 years ago, and we're now over 10,000. And so that growth, right, has created opportunities for us, for all of our employee owners to go be successful, take on new roles and challenges. But we didn't get there without a lot of hard work. And so we're definitely a hard work hard, play hard kind of a company. We take pride in what we do. We take pride in giving back to the communities, and we take pride in the relationships that we develop with our teammates as we're really truly one Burns and McDonnell family. And so we do have several opportunities for internships really across the country. We do have a majority of our interns do join us in Kansas City, where our headquarters are, but we do have internships in most of all of our offices scattered throughout the country. So if there's locations that interest you, certainly reach out and indicate that in the application for an internship. We have full-time opportunities across the country. Just this past year, in 2022, Burns McDonnell hired over 2,000 people just in 2022. And so we plan to continue that growth. And so there'll be a lot of opportunities for folks, and really excited to grow our diverse workforce as well. And so if you can imagine being here 20 years, I've seen our company evolve, and it's been so exciting to be a part of the evolution of a firm as we grow and become more and more diverse in our workforce over that time. And so I'm excited to hopefully get a chance to meet several of the students at the NSB convention, and thanks for the time.
Thank you so much, Darrell. How wonderful presentations from all of the organizations. We're all excited to meet and see you at NSB. We're all coming with jobs. We're all, wonderful organizations. Leading up to us meeting you at NSB, we have, come up with something new that is a competition because we want to make sure you know us, but we also want to make sure that you get there, and that is an interesting way for you to get there. So I'm going to pass it over to Kareem so he can describe and explain the competition we have to further encourage people to get to know Burns Mac, Michigan DOT, and Bentley Systems.
All right, thanks, Natalie. Appreciate that. My name is Kareem Rashad. I am a structural engineer, and I'm also an employee of Bentley Systems. I've been with Bentley Systems for about 10 years now. So this NSB member challenge is all about encouraging people to participate at NSB to come to our hospitality suite and to our workshops that we're going to be presenting there. So Bentley Systems, Burns and McDonnell's, and Michigan Department of Transportation have teamed up with NSBE to put together this challenge here. And so the idea is that we want to get the word out about the fact that we're all going to be at the NSBE convention, national convention, and we want you to help get the word out. So we want you to do that by promoting the workshop as well as the hospitality suite that we're going to be hosting together at NSBE. And the way you can do that is by posting online. So you can post on LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever social media platform that you want to. And you can use the hashtag NSBE Challenge 2023. You can also create short videos or on YouTube or other video formats encouraging people to attend the NSBE convention and come to our workshops as well. And then you can also promote on your local NSBE University chapter website. So we're going to go over the point system that we have that'll enable you to get points for each thing that you do. So each activity that you do, you're going to get points associated with that, and you can win from a variety of prizes that we're going to have for students that participate. Another way for you to earn points in this competition is to bring friends to our hospitality suite and our workshop. Bring your resume. We're interested in, there's lots of jobs between our organizations that are going to be available for all different types of engineers. So we want to have your resume available. We're looking for great candidates. We know there's going to be a lot of great candidates at NSBE, so bring your resume. You'll get credit for that. Also, we want to know how you can tell us how Bentley Systems, Burns and McDonnell's, Michigan Department of Transportation, and NSBE can benefit a student like yourself. So how do you think that we can help you on your way to progressing as an engineer in your field? And what can we do specifically? We want to hear that from you. So that can be in writing, and that you'll get points for that. Now, we do have an extra credit essay type thing where you would tell us how AI, augmented reality, or the metaverse will be used in computer science and engineering to impact the future of infrastructure. So from each one of these activities, you'll be able to get points that'll add up, and then you can win the competition. So here's how the point system works, okay? First of all, spreading the word and attending the convention. So you'll get a certain number of points for your online ad post. So per social media post, you'll get 5 points. Now remember, you're going to hashtag NSBE Challenge 2023. That'll allow us to search for these posts very easily and track your participation. Also, you can do an online video and earn up to 10 to 20 points per video. So maximum of 20 points. And here's how the points work. Basically, if you just post a video, you're going to get a minimum of 10 points. If you get over 200 views or 200 likes, you get 50 points. And then if you post a video and you get over 400 views or 400 likes, you'll get 20 points for that. I mentioned the posting on the chapter website. For that, the point system would work as a team effort. So each person at your chapter that attends the national convention would receive 10 points for that one post. You can also bring a friend to our hospitality suite and our workshops that we're going to have. So per friend that you bring, you get 5 points for that, and then a maximum of 25 points. For providing your resume, you're going to get 20 points for that. And for telling us how we can benefit you, you'll get 10 points for that. Then we have extra credit here. And in the event of a tie, we're going to use that extra credit to determine the winner for that. So those are the ways you can win. The extra credit, again, was tell us how AI, augmented reality, and the metaverse will be used in computer science and engineering. So that's the format for the NSBE Member Challenge for Kansas City 2023. We'll wrap it up right there.
And I just want to highlight that the prizes will be ranging from everything from Grubhub gift cards to drones, to, depending on how many points you get, different prizes that you can use at NSBE. We're working towards reimbursing someone for their room at NSBE or for their stay. But the prizes will be worth it. They will be interesting, they will be exciting, and they will be things that are directly applicable to not only students, but to making sure that you are an active participant in NSBE and that you continue to be a part of NSBE and that you continue to look at Burns McDonnell, Michigan Department of Transportation, and Bentley Systems as wonderfully diverse places to work where we're actively looking to diversify, and we actively want you at our organizations, and we're going to put in the work to make it a welcome and safe environment for you, and we want you to come there. Do you have any closing remarks, Barbara?
Thank you all so very much. I am just excited on behalf of the NSBE Transportation and Infrastructure SIG. I would like to just thank you because people do not have to be nice. People do not have to partner with you. And I am just grateful to each one of your organizations for thinking about the Transportation and Infrastructure SIG and asking to partner with me, with our SIG, to provide this opportunity to students. So I am sure someone will benefit from this, see this as a great blessing to them in their life, in their STEM career. These are opportunities that has never been done before. So I'm all extremely excited and over the top because this is something our SIG has never done before. So we're all about innovation, being new, being creative and innovative. So we're excited to see the competition kick off as of today. And we'll be keeping track of all of this from a SIG perspective. If there are any questions, then please, please, please reach out. You can reach out to me at transportationdirector@nsbe.org, and we can provide some other information. Natalie, did you want them to come to Bentley Systems for this? If they should have any questions, or
yeah, they can definitely go to our website at Bentley Systems to look up any additional information about either Bentley or the jobs that we currently have available and will have available. And then if anyone ever needs to reach out to me, they can reach out to me directly, natalie.plummer@bentley.com. With any questions they have about the competition, where we're going to be, what we're going to be doing. We are excited for everyone. I'm excited for the wonderful organizations I'm working with and the people I have gotten an opportunity to meet. This is only the beginning. So this trio, this group, we're going to be making some power moves in the future. So I'm excited about it. So this is a collaboration that has just started, and we're going to see how far we can take it. So I don't have anything else. If anyone else has anything else, please jump in. Otherwise, I'll say thank you. And thank you, Ms. Ariella, for being a part of this call and getting this information out to the other NSBE students. So we appreciate you so much in the work that you do. And we look forward to seeing everybody at NSBE.
thank you guys.
Thank you so much. NSBE Challenge 2023.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.